Good day, everyone. Mabuhay. This is Jamaica Bulawan from BSED 1 Block 2. And obviously, today I'm going to share the things I have learned out from the concepts covered from preliminary up to the semi-finals. And before anything else, let us all first enumerate the topics we have discussed from prelim up to the semi-finals. So in preliminary, we have two topics. And the first one is the emergent technologies in the classroom, and the second one is the broadcast media-inspired radio and television teaching strategies. And in midterm, we have four topics. The first one is the subject-verb agreement. The second one is the literary devices. The third one is the emergent technology-based strategies. And the last one is the figures of speech. And in the semi-finals, we have only two topics, which are the digital cameras and rules for tenses. So without further ado, let us all start. Everything has gone far because of the emergence of technology, and we can't deny the fact that even in the field of teaching, it brings great impact and change. And I have learned that from the traditional chalk and talk with the help of wooden blackboard, it has completely transformed into a high-tech classroom audio-visual devices, high-definition televisions, laptops, tablets, smartphones, and a lot more. And it is very visible in our eyes that school today are no longer using the old pedagogy of learning. Instead, they are now utilizing the emergent technologies. However, majority of learners are classified as digital natives. Those are the people who are born in digital era. Digital natives are classified into three. These are the avoiders, minimalists, enthusiastic participants. So avoiders are those people who don't feel any affinity for digital technologies, and minimalists are those who try technology minimally. And enthusiastic participants are those who try technology all day long or as much as possible. Honestly speaking, emergent technologies enable the learners to engage actively in classroom activities. By the way, emergent technologies are the tools, concepts, innovations, and advancements utilized in a diverse educational settings to serve a varied related educational purposes. Another powerful catalyst for learning nowadays is social media, which has tremendously established impact in teaching learning process. With the partnership of 21st century skills, it strongly believes that workers today must be technology fluent and knows how to access, interpret, and create a wide range of media and information. Thus, the 21st century teaching and learning involves the enhancement of the four learner skills: the communication, interpersonal, lifelong learning, and decision making. And now let's move on to Unit 2, the broadcast media-inspired radio and television teaching strategies. So broadcast media is a wide spectrum of different communication methods, such as television and radio. So I have learned that there are different learning theories that serve as an effective guide in the use of broadcast media in the classroom. So these are the cognitivism, communities of practice, discovery learning, and situated learning. So cognitivism means it builds on what the learner already knows, and communities of practice in which students learn by engaging activities within the community. And discovery learning, it is an inquiry base that takes place in problem-solving situations. And situated learning believes that learning normally occurs within the context, culture, and activities. Speaking of broadcast media, we also have broadcast networks here in the Philippines, such as GMA Network, ABS-CBN Broadcasting Corporation, and TV5 Kapatid, which offers various related, interesting, and much-awaited programs which can be used as themes and inspirations in coming up with classroom activities that can be used as entertainment and most of all for instruction purposes. And at this juncture, let us all proceed to midterm topics. So in subject-verb argument, I have learned that verbs and subjects always agree in number. Not only does a verb change its form to tell time, but it also changes its form to indicate how many subjects it has. And subject-verb agreement has 13 corresponding rules to ensure that our subjects and verbs always agree in number. Thus, there are also some words that can cause confusion with subject-verb agreement. So these are the infinite pronouns, particular pronouns and nouns, and the common prepositions. And aside from that, we also have pronoun agreement, in which pronoun takes place of the noun that must be either plural or singular, just like the noun they represent. And our second topic in midterm is about literary devices. So we have here the imagery or sensory language. So it is the language that creates mental images and sensory impressions for emotional effects and intensity. And for analyzing poetry, we have refrain. It is a phrase or verse recurring at intervals in a song or poem. Rhythm is the beat created by the sounds of the words in a poem. Stanza is the group of related words in a poem. Style is the manner or way of writing. Tone is the writer's attitude towards that subject, audience, or character. Mood is the feeling that the writer creates for the reader. And the theme is the central message of the literary work or idea that the author wishes to convey about that subject. So the third topic in midterm is about figure of speech. And I have learned that it is a departure from the usual form of expression for the purpose of making the meaning clearer, more forceful, and more beautiful. So the principal figure of speech are simile, metaphor, symbol, personification, and a lot more. So simile is the direct comparison of two unlike things with the use of the word like and as. For example, she is like an angel. And metaphor is an implied comparison of two unlike things without the use of like and as. For example, Roy is a turtle. So, the last topic for midterm is about technology teaching-based strategies. So in this topic, I have learned that there are different strategies in order for a student to actively engage in classroom activities. So we have talk show, just like face-to-face, game shows like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Yes or No Game Public Edition, and Pop the Balloons. We also have culinary shows like Junior Master Chef, the Modified Class Edition, the variety shows such as Showtime, and the last one is the Soap Opera Galore. And we are now at the last stop, the semi-final topics. One of the topics in semi-finals is about digital cameras. And I have learned that digital camera is an effective means to promote visual literacy. Anyway, visual literacy is the ability to understand and produce visual messages. Digital cameras have many benefits for classroom application. The first one is digital cameras are affordable. The second one is it is easy to use. The third one is it has a good quality. The fourth one is digital cameras can record short video clips. The last one is students love to use new equipments like digital cameras. Our last topic for semifinals is about rules for tenses in English grammar. So rules for tenses helps us to understand on how to correctly use the different tenses in a sentence without making grammatical errors. So tenses can be divided into three parts. The first one is the present tense, past tense, and future tense. And these three parts can be divided into four subparts. The first one is the simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. And I guess that will be all. Thank you for listening and have a great day.